touch the sky. This ain't just plastic, this is soul. Each set we build, each heart we hold. Your clicks, your chats, your shares, your gold. Fuel the dream, make stories bold. Minifigs march side by side in this Lego world. No one hides, we're here to give, to heal, to try, to stack up hope and reach the sky. Brick by brick, we stand up strong for every fighter holding on. We build with purpose, we build with pride. Together on this streaming ride, we laugh, we build, we raise, we fight for those we love. We light the night, so join us now. Let's lift them high. Brick by brick, we touch the sky. Every dollar, every view, every set built brings us through to a world where cancer's gone and every stream helps carry on. So grab your bricks, your friends, your heart. This charity builds just the start. Together we can play our part. A better world's a Lego art. Brick by brick, we stand up proud. Let's build their names and shout them loud. We build with courage, we build with care. For all the love that's in the air. We stream, we cheer, we never stop.
I totally agree, and I totally second that. It is too damn early for this. It is totally too early for any of this. Okay, guys, any of this. Little Bricks Cherry Guy, welcome on in. RC Spacer, how's it going? Devin, how's it going? Gershwin, what's up? What's up? It's too early for any of this, guys. It's too early. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Lego could have done this at like 9 at night. 9 at night. 9 at night would have made so much more sense. Let's get some music on. Hopefully everyone's having an awesome Wednesday. Happy hump day, folks. Happy hump day. I've technically been up since 7, to be honest. To be honest. So welcome on in. Thank you for tuning in for Wednesday morning special. I do want to say we will be playing a Lego game later on tonight, about 9:30. So right now we're just gonna chill, hang out before Lego wants to start their live. I could have gone live exactly when Lego was supposed to do their thing, but I'm like, let's get some people going first. Hopefully they show more than what we know. More than what we know. KMC Scott, welcome on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome everybody, thank you for tuning in. We're going to be watching the world premiere from Lego, see what's up. We know what's up, but we're going to watch it anyways. Who knows, if we're lucky, we might see something we don't know. How's it going, Battleborn? Another thing, why are we starting at 9:15? Why could it be exactly 9 o'clock? You know? You know, let me know. You know? Here. You guys can see what I see. New mystery set reveal coming soon. Yeah, mystery. Total mystery. Total mystery, eh? I didn't even have breakfast this morning. I think I should have. Stomach's growling. I definitely should have ate something. I'm here right now, KMC. I'm here with you guys right now. But Lego is not starting their live until 9:15. It's Lego we're waiting on. They should just did 9 o'clock. Who does 15? It's either a whole hour or it's a 30. Nobody ever does a 15. Oh yes, I'm gonna be live at 9:15. Nah. And I'm sure I'm not the only one covering this. I can almost guarantee I'm not the only one covering this. Is Lego trying to be Apple and do a Thursday live event? See, even when Dead by Daylight would do their live events, it would always be on Tuesdays. Most games are always Tuesday or Friday. Maybe they're trying to catch all the people before they go to work, but most people are already at work at 9. Most people. So even if something was already, leaked or released, I stayed away from social media this morning, so I'm not talking about it. I don't want to talk about anything unless it is seen on this live. I'm sure things have been already slipped around this morning, but I've been a good boy and I kept my eyes away from social media. I've been a good boy. And he said someone did a review of the gingerbread AT-AT from LAN, and they should have been reviewed. It should have been suspended. They posted it? Because last I knew was it was only they were able to show the box. See, that's what it is with LAN. LAN, there's like 4 different steps. You got, when it comes to LAN, you got the unboxing of like teasing the big box, and then you got the open the box to see what's inside, and then you got the build, and then you got the review. It's like 4 different steps. Oh boy. I'm not surprised though, to be honest. Bagel, thanks for the likes. Nothing surprised me anymore. Josh, thanks for the check-in. Bagel, thanks for the follow. Thanks for farting on my face, Bagel. I see you. And I smell you. I see and smell you. Oh my goodness. That's perfect. That's too funny. That's too funny. RC, you're up early too. Don't you normally sleep in? If you guys are watching on Twitch, don't forget to click your daily check-in. It only costs a point, the daily check-in. Oh yeah, today's the big day. I'll be popping in as much as I can. I'm gonna be, as soon as I get to work, for 11:30, I'm gonna be making some smoked apple crisp for today. I'm making some smoked apple crisp. It's fall time. Let's give them a nice sweet treat dessert. I'll be like, honestly, if we would be able to see some sets like for the upcoming months besides the one we think we're gonna see, I'd be happy. If we seen Goonies today, I think that'd make my day. If we seen the Goonies set today, I think that would make my day. Honestly, truthfully, I'm tired of waiting. It better not be no pictures. Oh my goodness. Can you just send me a screenshot? It's hard for me to open up more. Blast the dads, how's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. GM legend. I am no legend. They say 9:15 a.m. So about 15 minutes. So I want to start early so we can get some people in here, get some hanging out, get some chatting. If you guys see anything on the internet, I don't want to know. I've been keeping it very, staying off social media. You stream, so therefore you are a legend. Uh-oh. So they are going full screen? Oh, so now they are going to go full screen. Hang on, I got to adjust some of this then. I didn't realize they were going full screen. That's what I said. It went full screen, so I was like, okay. So now I gotta do a little fixing. It's all good. Little fix. Won't hurt me. I think this is about the best I'm going to be able to get this. There we go. Oh, looking now. Oh, Lord have mercy. He was trolling the internet yesterday, though. He was trolling the internet. You know, he was showing the box because I think the box was allowed. Or I don't even know if the box was allowed, to be honest. Tired. I even went to bed early last night. I even went to bed early just to make sure I was a little ready to go for today. What's the weather like for you? Because for me, it's like cloudy, cool, cloudy. It's fall weather right now for me, and I am loving it. Artist, yeah. In 12 minutes. Rainy and crappy? I don't mind a little rain. But here's the thing, if it was raining, I wouldn't be able to really work. Yeah, from Denmark. What time is it in Denmark right now? Hey Siri. What time is it in Denmark?
In Copenhagen, Denmark, it's 3:03 p.m.
It's 3, so technically they're doing it like 3:15 their time. Thank you. Hey, maybe if we're lucky, the biggest set from Lego, I might do a live for it. I might be there live picking that thing up. I'm not sure. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Dude, if they gave away something, that would be awesome. I don't see it happening, but I think that'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. So they couldn't get more of a tease in people, but look at the background they're using. Look at the background they're using, though. I think another set people want to see today is Enterprise. I think people want to see the Enterprise today. I don't think we're going to see anything Pokemon until at least January. At least. Because rumor has it that it's supposed to be February will be our first release of any of the Pokemon sets. And they're going in ham right off the bat with 18 plus sets. Only. No kidding. I'm okay with that. I'm 150% okay with how they're doing this. So what's everybody's thoughts on the gemstones we got dropped yesterday? You guys like? You guys like? Yay, nay? I hope not. I hope we're getting more. I'm getting the gems. You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. Because picture those gems lit, and that's where I'm going. Because I was already talking to the CEO of Light My Bricks last night, and he's like, he wasn't a big fan of the gems, like he just wasn't. But he's like, the team convinced him because of their ideas to light it. And I'm like, yeah, you know, you get that shiny glow from each gem. I'm gonna be like, yes. Especially if it has like a twinkle, like a flicker and twinkle effect to them. It's not always glowing. It's got that little ambient noise. I think that's gonna be great. Angelo, how's it going? I hope there's more sets than just Star Wars. We're probably gonna see those gemstones, especially since they just announced it yesterday. There's a good chance we are gonna see the gemstones. Oh, that's why it's the way it is. It's already in the picture, guys. They haven't even gone live, but they already have the picture of the Death Star in the shop. I'm dead serious. And they're doing when a designer signed Lego Star Wars Death Star set, and I can tell you what the GWP is right now too, but it's already right there in the side. I see we're gonna have more. We gotta have more. 3,351 people are watching the Lego Live. Of course they did, huh? That's why I'm staying off social media. Did Stud City drop his? Did Stud City drop his? Or she's like, I couldn't wait 15 minutes. I'm excited. It'd be nice to see a little more. I'm surprised Lego doesn't do more live reveals of big sets. When in doubt, I'm gonna find a way to get this set. It's a moral thing. I need to be that person that says I got the biggest Lego set, the biggest price Lego set day one. I gotta just be able to be that guy to walk out. The other two halves. I know why they did what they did. They just didn't want a big ball on the wall, a big ball in the shop. But you gotta understand, $1,000, you're still in price range for a piece. It may not look like the way you wanted it, but we're still in good price ratio for licensing and minifigures and all that. So you're looking at 9,023 pieces for $999, and what is it, 30 some odd figures plus licensing? Yeah, the Imperial hanger rack, which is cool. Four minutes. 4 minutes. How many No, I'm not going to ask any more questions. Maki-san, we're World premiere from Lego. That's why we're here this early. I do want to say, folks, I'm working on the plan that there might be a chance that I might be going live twice a day for 5 days a week once I'm laid off, where I will do gaming in the morning or Lego build in the morning and vice versa in the evening. So hang on tight. Big things coming. I've already spoke to some people about it. They already know about me pushing full time once I'm laid off. So yeah. So Fluffy's gonna be pushing content like crazy. Two minutes and 30 seconds, folks. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. If you're on TikTok, smash that like button. If you're on YouTube, smash that like button. Unfortunately, in Twitch, you guys don't have anything like that. Yes. RC, just give me the number. How many boxes are inside the big box? I thought so. See, we were it was me and you, right? We were talking about the box amount, the boxes. We didn't know if it was going to be 3 or 4. I didn't watch nobody. I told you I've been hush. No, yesterday, no. All I did was skim through it. And then I started dying laughing because I was in the grocery store and I started spamming this to everybody because I wanted to be that person that got it. No, I skimmed through, I scrolled, and then I noticed that I was like, is this a YouTube error? Because I'm not seeing any picture. So I quickly clicked and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, click the picture and Kalo Bricks, thank you for sharing the live. I did appreciate it. T-minus 1 minute. I'll have to tune off the music once it starts. Yeah, it was funny. I spammed it to a bunch of people. I didn't look at it myself because I knew I was doing this today. Oh, we're coming down to 30 seconds. Yeah, it's probably most likely gonna be the worst leaked set ever, the Death Star. And when I mean worse, I mean this thing's been leaked for months now. Somebody somewhere should lose their job. I enjoy the set. I'm a diorama fanatic, so I enjoy the set. 5 seconds.
We really wanted this model to be the ultimate Lego Death Star.
What makes this model so unique are all the hidden details and secret features that are packed in there.
This is by far the biggest and the most challenging model that I've ever worked on.
This model is truly one of a kind. We simply wanted to just make the biggest and most impressive Lego Star Wars model ever.
This is the model I really wanted to build.
The elevator.
Project here, it actually started out where we were talking about, it's on time that we're bringing back a new Death Star. And then coincidentally, it just happened in the same time as our creative design boost. And that's where the sketch model came out of. So it was just perfect timing.
I'm Alex. I'm a concept designer at the Lego Group since 2010. And this is the model that I did build at the Concept Boost Week. A lot of the stuff I build it thinking about what I would have liked as a kid, you know. Like for me, this is very important. You know, I always think about the toys more than anything else. I always love these cross sections of little bases, little secret areas. I could notice the excitement. You know, people passing by and saying, "Oh yeah, what is this? It will be so great!" And yeah, so this encouraged me to every day, you know, to come early in the morning, leaving very late at night. But
I told you, RC.
So the very first thing we did when we approached this project was to decide the actual size of the final model. We knew we wanted to be big, and it ended up being very close to the size of the concept model. We picked up a pen and a paper and draw a schematics of the Death Star so we can start deciding where each room was going to go. So I have actually that paper here with me, the original one. And as you can see, all the rooms are laid out. And it would make sense for us to, for example, put the trash compactor on the bottom, because in the movie it's on the lower levels, and the Emperor's throne room would be somewhere on the top.
I think the best part of working on a project like this is just to see how the progress from
They had the other
very
Death
first
Stars
sketch
back
model
there.
and how the whole development phase end up in a final product. It's a big model. Actually, it's the biggest Lego Star Wars model ever. However, the footprint of the model,
Where's the
because
hot
of
tub?
the design that is pretty narrow, means that you can actually put it on a shelf that's not too big.
We did consider the fact that the model could be hanged on a wall, but was quickly dismissed. It weighs more than 8 kilos when you're finished.
What's
So
8
it'd be
kilos in
a
pounds?
really big challenge to hang this on the wall. Having said that, I did try to make the footprint as small as possible.
Well, from the start, we had to think about that this was actually one of the biggest models we've done with a shape we're not actually used to.
So we look into what we need to do on a big model like that and get more people involved.
We try to influence it in a way that will make it more enjoyable, easier to build for the different age groups. Think about the elements you're using. Things can be built in a multitude of ways. That you can actually choose the best angle and the best way of building it.
This set breaks a few records. It's the biggest Lego Star Wars sets ever, and it's also the set with the biggest amount of minifigures ever. It comes with 38 minifigures.
So as a graphic designer, I'm in charge of all the decorated elements that go into the SKU. So that's things like stickers and minifigures mostly. And there were quite a few minifigures in this one. This Death Star is kind of a mashup of the New Hope Death Star and the Return of the Jedi Death Star, so there are a lot of characters
There's a
that
drop hole.
just simply need to be there. You have the Millennium Falcon crew, you have Grand Moff Tarkin and all the Imperial officers that are in the conference room with him, the Emperor and his guards, a whole contingent of different types of troopers, and then, of course, there's a bunch of staff and crew members that kind of keep the battle station running. Plenty of characters are returning that have gotten fresh new designs, among them like Luke, Obi-Wan, Tarkin, the list goes on and on. But there are also a bunch that are special characters we've never had a chance to make before, and this was the perfect time to do that. The Imperial Dignitary is a character that is really only seen on screen for a couple seconds maybe, but I've always been very curious about him. Matteo, the element designer on this set, made a brand new hat element for him, and I really do enjoy the kind of pop of color that he lends to the character lineup. Another one of my new favorite characters is Galen Erso. I have been trying to find an excuse to put him in a set for a very long time. He's such a cool character. And finally, we had the perfect chance with the Death Star, seeing as he was such a critical part of getting the Death Star created, and I guess technically also destroyed.
Yes, the Galen Erso minifigure, because it's not technically in the movies with the classic Death Star. That's why we've decided that he's being displayed outside of the Death Star. But again, he just needs to be there.
Soon to be this
also,
side.
he's a Danish actor, you know. So we thought that was quite fun.
My absolute favorite character in the set is one that we're actually not going to talk about in this video, but you will know it when you see it.
What I really like about the
20
new
bucks,
Death
he's
Star is
talking
also
about
the
the
way
freaking
it's,
hot tub
it's
stormtrooper.
It's built in sections, almost like the real Death Star in the movie. But it's built in sections. It also means that you're building one compartment or room at a time. So it's making it a more manageable build.
That's
The
sick.
build flow is very, very important because fans have to be able to be engaged throughout the whole process. And because you have so many different rooms here, you have all the rooms that you see in both Death Stars in the movies.
Oh my god.
It's always important to keep the building experience and the building steps clear so that everyone can understand it. I have to always think
TIE
about
Fighters,
how would I show this
gift
in a
purchase.
2D view. When I go in to then start making the steps, I start from an end and I want to stay in a specific angle for as long as possible. So I start with a bag for this specific model. There were 81 bags, which is a huge number of bags. And of course, I start from bag
81
one.
bags
I
for
build
the
up
set?
every single bag, and then I take it apart, and I build it up again, and I take it apart. And this is just to find the right flow. So this is what I do for every single bag there onwards, and that's why it actually took like, I think, 2 months before I'd finished the final steps. While we were working on the model, I think the first time we built it through, Emperor Palpatine was actually in bag, I think it was 67 or 68. So I told Caesar, wouldn't it be funny if he was in bag 66?
You know, a
Oh,
reference
for
to
the
the
love.
Execute Order 66 with a bit
Of
of
course
tweaking
they
here
would.
and there on the bags and on the elements used on each bag. I was able to put that minifigure in bag 66.
So I hope that someone will
Bag
turn the
66
page
is gonna have
and see that it's
Palpatine.
bag 66 and they will be like, execute bag 66.
I would say the biggest challenge from the graphic design standpoint is just the sheer volume of details that are in the Death Star. You've got lights, you've got different switches and control panels just everywhere. Part of what my job was to go frame by frame through the movies.
It's gonna be the
and
most
try
expensive
and find
light
that
kit,
exact
too. I'll
shot
tell you that
where
right now.
the control panel or switch or whatever that I'm working on is in frame, not obscured by anything, and in focus. Ultimately, that means I was watching Star Wars at work, so that's kind of fun.
The model is full with Easter eggs. Some of them are brick built, some of them are decorations or on a sticker.
Yeah, there are a ton of Easter eggs and references packed into this one, a ton on the sticker sheet. This is a sticker I like to call the Stormtrooper Bulletin Board. It's got a bunch of postings that might be relevant to any Imperial. You have some Imperial wanted posters showing some familiar rebellious faces. Here we have shooting lessons for Stormtroopers, because we all know that Stormtroopers are renowned for their accuracy. We also included a nice little sticker of Alderaan, and then a not so nice sticker of Alderaan after certain events unfold.
That's
Tucked
cool.
away on the back of the model is a sticker that shows proper Stormtrooper height. Well, now we know how tall a Stormtrooper is supposed to be.
One of those Easter eggs comes from the Skywalker Saga game, and it was actually Emil that suggested it.
The Lego games were just a big part of my
Is it- are
childhood.
they talking
and
about the
it
hot
was
tub?
a big part of all of my friends' childhood as well, because we were playing these games and we were talking about it in school.
He thought that it would be so cool if in the back of the model you could have a little bit of those elements there for people that played the game.
You know those small studs that you also collect in the Lego games, like the silver, golden, blue and purple ones? That's a cool detail that you also get in the back rooms, that you can collect a couple studs.
My favorite Easter egg, it's actually in the super laser area here. It's not very easy to decode and to find, so I really hope that somebody will. It will make my day.
The
Right,
Death
RC.
Star does have a special place in
You have
Star
to figure
Wars
that out.
lore. It's at the center of a lot of the events that go on. Of course, the first movie is centered completely around the plans getting into the right hands, the destruction of the Death Star, Alderaan being blown up. It's just this massive, imposing thing that is kind of at the center of a lot of the things that fans love.
All my life I've been a Star Wars fan. I grew up with the original trilogy, so they are very dear to me.
It feels very personal, also because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I love Star Wars, and I've watched the movies I don't know how many times, and it's just so many cool moments, and then you get to work on something that is just, you know, one of the most iconic things that's ever been in Star Wars, like the Death Star.
What's the most important for me is to think about the people that will have a good time to build that together, and I think as a kid I would have loved to play in that.
Yeah, it's 2 years ago
It's
now
still a
since
Death
it was
Star.
presented to Disney, and where we are now is just amazing. And I have to say, I seriously, I can't wait to see how the fans will react when it's being released.
As a Star Wars fan, I of course see this in my own home. I just need to figure out where to put it, and I think that's like
It's
every
good for
Lego
viewing
fan's struggle.
I was thrilled when I was tasked to work on this one.
Oh man, yeah, I am very excited.
I just think it's such a cool thing to work on.
If it was round on a
copy,
shelf,
yeah,
you wouldn't be
yeah.
able to see everything. Now you can. See, the other Death Stars were for exterior. This one's more for interior.
We thought that it would be very cool if you have another vehicle that you could place on the hangar bay. So the TIE Fighter came to mind, and if you get the gift of purchase, you will get a TIE Fighter, the support for the TIE Fighter to hang on the hangar bay, and also a few more minifigures and a few more accessories.
Semilex, thanks for the follow. Is it over? Yeah, it's over. Not even 30 minutes, and that's all they showed us. That's all they showed us. Exactly. They built this Death Star more for displayability than realistically. And that's where people gotta look at it, is look at it this way. You can see everything inside. It's right there. It's compact. It's got all the scenes all mixed up into one. Thanks for all the likes. It's got all the scenes mixed up. You can see it. But then if you really want to take it to another level, look at what it looked like lit up. I'll be there October 1st to buy it. So if you guys aren't going to get it or hesitant to get it and you want to see it being built, I will be building this live probably starting in October, the day I get it. It's pretty much where I'm going to look at it. Because I can't order this. You got to go in person to get this. Finance on Amazon. Imagine if Amazon does put it on their Amazon monthly. What's that? It's like going to be around $200. No, $250. Maybe between $200 and $250 a month for 5 months if they did it for the Amazon monthly. I mean, I do sets for Amazon monthly because it does make it easier. So I'm not against anybody that does it. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to light it. Now I gotta find a shelf that can hold 18 pounds and mount it onto the wall. I'll probably have the Death Star sit above my city after the towers. I might have to, cause 1K is insane. The problem is, where does it go? I mean, I got a spot. I got a spot for the Death Star. I've had a spot. And it's gonna be right there. I got plenty of room right there for it. I just gotta get a shelf to put on, since it's not mountable. But I do see some, you know, the case manufacturers and stuff like that. I do see them come out with a wall-mounted case. I do see that coming. I do. All right, folks, we're gonna end this off. I'll be back later on at 9:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. We'll be continuing Lego Batman the game at 9:30. If you guys have been watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. We do tons of Lego content, building, reviewing, and occasionally some games, Lego only, on YouTube. If you guys are on TikTok, definitely give me a follow for more. Lego content, and Twitch, you know the drill. All right, if you're on Twitch, we are going to be raiding out. If you guys are on YouTube, we can't really raid out. So I'll be sending you guys over. And TikTok, I'll see you guys all later. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. As always, keep building your life. Just one simple brick at a time. All right, folks. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for all the likes and videos.
In darks all day, let your imagination stay. Lego bricks come to life. In the dark, they'll never fade. Fluffy's got his toolkit, ready for a brand new show. I'll build a castle in the sky and watch it glow. Fluffy's dream.